So I had a brilliant idea for this episode. It was going to be the top of the table clash between us and Aston Villa. But since then, we've actually dropped down to third. Thanks, Arsenal. But I'm going to still call it a top of the table clash because, we're in the top 3 spots. So it's definitely, we're at the top of the table. Maybe? Yeah? Yeah, come on. Welcome back, episode 74 of Oldham to Ohm. And yes, today we have a top of the table clash against Aston Villa, and we're also going to play Antwerp in the Champions League group phase. Before I show you our last couple of games that you have missed, if you are not subscribed to this channel, if you could, it would mean a lot to me. I am pushing for 400. It's getting very slow at the moment. But if you are watching and you're not subscribed, if you could, it would mean a lot to me. It is free. Just, go and tap that bell notification as well. Right. Schedule. As my phone vibrates on the desk. You saw us beat Manchester United and Real Madrid. That's one absolutely brilliant there. We then faced Fulham in the league with a good 3-0 win. Jose Carlos getting a hat-trick. We beat Man City on penalties in the Carabao Cup 4th round. It was great stuff. They had to, I think, Eunice saved them. So Trafford couldn't play because obviously he's on loan from City. So the agreement with loan means he cannot play. So that's fine. A 2-2 draw with Liverpool was pretty lucky thanks to Kani Chukwuemeka, a 95th minute goal there. A good 4-3 win over Napoli, where in hindsight we were 4-0 up at half time, 4-1 up at half time, and we sort of let them back in towards the end. We then had a good win over Brighton in the league, 2-1. Ortega and Ilyanov scoring there with a bit of a rotated team. We had some tired players from the Napoli game. We then played a friendly against Gossip and beat them 10-0. Obviously, international break there, so we give a little bit of friendly, keep some fitness and whatnot. But yesterday, it is top of the table Aston Villa against us, who are in third. As you can see, we were in second here. The draw to Liverpool, I guess, knocked us down. But Aston Villa have been the standout team in the Premier League at the moment, winning I wouldn't say winning all their games. They are. They haven't lost any. And they've only drawn one as well. They are a very, very good team. Willie Gnonto is their key player, and he looks fan-bloody-tastic at 28. Jurgen Klopp, manager. Good stuff. So it would be, how bizarre, if Aston Villa keep this up and they win the Premier League, I mean, even if Arsenal win it at this point, the last, 5 winners of the Premier League would not have been a traditional Big Six. I suppose Arsenal are included in that, but they haven't won a Premier League in a long time. So it'd be good if Villa win it. It'd be great if we win it as well. But anyway, let's just get into the game. Too much chat. Right. Team for today, Eunice in goal, Music right back, Aguero and Richard, Lanz, Lafiti, Signoni, not quite fit, but we've got to play him against Villa. Jose Carlos on the left, Galvez on the right, Hasek and Bruchpol up front. The reason for a couple of those changes is Adam Eder. He suffered a hip injury in Ireland's 11-1 win over Malta. He is out for 3 months. Ian Alberts is out for 3 weeks as well. We have got Sorensen. He's tired, so he is not going to play today, coming back from international duty. Peter Fallon is also not quite there, but he's just going to sit on the bench. Bruchpol also not tired, but we've really got to play these guys, and it is a really, really key game. Just going back to that injury on Adam Eder, 2-3 months, what was that? He's possibly coming back to training towards the end of January. I think his time at Oldham is done. That hip injury, he's 30, he's not coming back from that. I probably wish now I'd sold him in the summer, but I really have a problem with hanging on to these players who do a good job for us. And he was one of them. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go and hopefully give Villa their first loss of the season. All right, here we are. It is... Oh, sorry, I've got this going. really, really fast. That's probably a little too fast. We'll drop it down just to about there. Jose Carlos now. Signoni on the ball. That was a bit crazy. I think I usually play it just a little bit faster, don't I? I think it's slightly faster. I think it's there. Musa. It does make my players look a lot quicker than they actually are. Signoni. I was going to say good tackle there, but Villa on the break now, and Lafiti manages to clean up and plays a really, really dusty pass in right next to the Villa attacker back to our goalkeeper. Wow. The confidence in at Oldham at the moment is through the roof, as we'll encourage the boys again for a pretty lackluster first half. But we've got a free kick here, Signoni. Ooh. Great save from the Villa goalkeeper. Would have been fantastic, but we've got a corner now. Jose Carlos out on this left wing. Can he repeat his hat trick? Not this time, and not obviously from a corner kick. Riera now playing out from the back of the Villa. They go long. Signoni. Midfield maestro. Midfield maestro that he is. But it is Villa now looking really, really good on the ball, and that is dangerous by Just Verbeek. And Aston Villa are going to go 1-0 up, and that is not what we want from a relatively quiet first half. And only their second shot on target produces their first goal. That is not what we wanted. We will go into the dressing sheds. I am going to point the finger and tell them that I'm disappointed, because I am. We definitely haven't been creative enough. We definitely haven't had enough chances. So it's now up to basically Signoni and Lafiti to really get us going. And Bruchball, I would say, which he does do there and gets us straight back into it, straight after halftime, 26 seconds on the clock. They're the guys who are going to get us going here. I'd like to say the veterans of the team, but they're very young, but they've just been around this squad a lot. Like Signoni's 23, Lafiti 24, and Bruchball also 24. So they're the guys that we really want driving this team forward. They're the linchpins of this team. As Eunice didn't really know much about that, as Hasek clears that away nicely, and it is said man Bruchball now, one of these linchpins of this Oldham team, as the highlight ends. Musa now, as we get another highlight in quick succession. Jose Carlos, what can he do? He finds Lands out here, chased by the mohawked Aston Villa defender, and that is a poor pass. And Aston Villa now go on the break with Di Martino here, but he's swamped by some Oldham players, and in the end has to give away a bit of a team shot. Right, we've got some tired players. It's players who are not playing well, and one of them is Jose Carlos Galvez as well. So Ilyanov can come on, and we'll get Adrian on. Hasek is also not playing well, so that will be Cunha. Bushville is tired, but we don't have anyone else to play up front. And both Signoni and Lafiti are tired. We are probably going to have to take off. It's going to have to be one of them. You know what? We're going to take Lafiti off and Signoni for Cheju. And Gokhan Sensoy, who has been a bit of a super sub. He scored the winning goal against Real Madrid, and then we will dish out some encouragement. So 5 substitutions. Cunha now at the corner, headed away, but he will get the ball back, driving into the box. Gokhan now, Richard, Musa, Chejoy, and Musa now the captain, trying to get around the outside. It is. How did that not go in? I can't believe that. Anyway, it lands with the throw in. It is Aston Villa on the ball now as they look to break again. We scramble back here. Di Martino comes over the top and lands with a nice header back to the goalkeeper. Always deserves a clap when a defender headers the ball back to the goalkeeper. I believe it is a standard rule. Lands now, charging down this left-hand side. Parry has made a pretty bad challenge, and he is he going to be a red card? It is. It's a red card. Ooh. And on comes Christos Georgiou, ex-Oldham player who didn't Okay, we didn't really get a lot of game time with us, and we actually sold this season. Musa, we were selling last season. Gokken takes a deflection there and cleared by the Aston Villa defence. Stonewasher, and there is that man, Gokken Sensoi. I'm going to dish out some more encouragement to the boys. Ian with a good free kick. Giorgio, the former Oldham man. Bruce Ball takes the ball. Richard. Oh, it's intercepted by the Aston Villa, the mohawked Aston Villa player. Iron now. Ilyanov crosses it in. No, headed away. Oh, this game is going, I don't know, full blast. It's like a rocket taking off. Musa now. Oldham smell blood. The cross comes in. It's in. Ruben Cunha, his first goal of the season. Ilyanov with the... Must have taken a deflection there because we're saying that Ilyanov has got the assist. So Musa does all the work here down the side. You could smell this coming from Oldham. They smelt blood after the red card. Musa puts the cross in. And Ian just has a shot. Cunha doesn't really know too much about it until it bobbles up to him. And the ball goes in the back of the net. And there is two subs who have done the business today for us. Giorgio, the former Oldham man, going over the top. And is Richard now, who's been solid at the back there. Both the central defenders have, without being outstanding. It's the wing-backs that have done all the work for Oldham today. And there is one of them, the captain, Musa. Adrian can't pick up the loose ball there. And Aston Villa now. Oh no, Cunha, is it going to be 3? It is. Ruben Cunha gets his second goal of the game, his second goal of the season, and that is game, set, and match, you would say. And Aston Villa, that is this is really poor. They're under pressure here from the pressing. Cunha there, and boom. And Aston Villa are going to suffer their first loss of the season, I would say. I can't really see him getting back into this with, 6-ish minutes left to go plus extra time. But I'm sure we'll give them one here. We will. Chad Steinwasser making it 3-2 and making the game interesting, obviously, because God forbid we could just see this one out as is. We are still in third place at the moment. Arsenal a point ahead of us. But this definitely makes huge ground on Aston Villa as Lands now cuts back inside. Cheju, Ian. Oh, he should have passed. He should have passed to Bruce Ball. Bruce Ball was there with an open net. Just had to be squared across to him. Cunha now. The Aston Villa fans here shouting abuse at him, I am sure. Cunha now takes all the time in the world, floats it in, headed back to him, but he loses out, and hopefully that's the end of the game. No, another highlight. Got to feel get a draw here. I'm going to be absolutely seething. Ilyanov, Cheju to Adrian. Adrian, can he cross it to Bruce Ball? He can't. He goes back to Musa. Cheju! Mark Oliver Cheju! Second goal of the season. He makes it 4. And that is definitely game, set, and match now, I think. This is a good play here from Adrian. Cuts back to Musa. Realises he's under pressure. Musa in Cheju. Boom. Musa has had an absolutely outstanding game, the captain. Still got another highlight. If I got it on like key or extended, no, it's just on key. Just on key. Guerrero now. Cheju. Cunha. And I definitely think the substitutions for Oldham today have really made a difference. Definitely. We scored 3 goals since I made those substitutions, and that is absolutely outstanding. What a win. What a cracking win. Get in. Hopefully we can get score another 4 goals against Antwerp. Hopefully. Right, Antwerp, we are rotating nicely here. Eunice is still going to stay in goal. Chris get right back. Jimenez Fallon and Benny Kutu on the left. Ruthis and Cheju in that midfield role. Jose Carlos going to stay on the left. Chokomenka, Sorensen and Bruce Ball up front. Sorensen doesn't get a face. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to play Jose Carlos up front. And we are, now on that left-hand side, we are going to start Mark Beresford. Yes, the young man, young 19-year-old, 5 under 21 caps for England. Can play on the left or up front. Needs a bit of game time to develop. Coming off an injury. 3 months he's been out for. So good to see him finally back after 3 seasons out on loan. Does that mean, have I missed out on him becoming homegrown at club? No, he is homegrown at club. No issues there. So he's 19 years old at the moment. Full sub potential, he's inconsistent. I think he just needs some game time, because if you go to our dev center, he is our only player, and could be slightly better than Jose Carlos. So we just need to give him that game time at the moment. So let's go and play and a start in the Champions League against Antwerp. I think we'll do him good. Right, Benicuto with the corner, whipping it in. Jimenez, and it is in. It is Beresford, isn't it? He's offside. Oh, could Mark Beresford be about to score his first goal for Oldham? It's disallowed. Gutting. Would have been his first goal of the season. Bad luck for the young kid, but, got to be in the right spot at the right time, and he sort of was then in the right spot at the right time. Jimenez on the ball now, goes all the way back to Yunus in goal, and then finds Fenlon here. He finds Cheju, Chukwuemeka, Jose Carlos. Probably could have played Trafford in this game, actually. Just giving him a bit more game time. Ruthie's now, Chukwuemeka. Beresford, that's a good run. Mark Beresford, Jose Carlos is there to mop up the mess. The rebound, and it is Oldham 1-0, and that is good. Beresford, he's had 2 shots. One was offside, and the second one hit the post. That is good. Should propel us up to that 2nd spot in this league now, which is excellent, just behind an undefeated PSG. But you only really got to finish in that top 24. Obviously, top 8, you just miss out on the playoff one. So if we can do that, that'd be great too, as Ruthie's now Sorensen. Jose Carlos is in again, and he has hit the post, and it is all one-way traffic, and that traffic is on Oldham Road. Just going with that, I'm not sure. Krisic now, Chukwuemeka finds Benicuto out on the left in the highlight end. So we're on 13 points along with Juventus as well. Where are Real Madrid? They have tumbled down that list. As Antwerp now, can they get back into the game? They're only 1 goal behind. If they can stun Oldham here and get another one. But Sorensen, probably one of the only few. Jose Carlos should score again. Probably one of the only few in this team. Sorensen, who is, I guess, a regular starter. Chukwuemeka now, he misses. Yeah, all the others are not, and obviously goalkeeper Yunus, but yeah, just having a look at the team, everyone else is not really a regular starter. Obviously, Sorensen coming back from that international break was tired, missed the Villa game, so still continue needing him to play. Sorensen, and he should score here, and he does. Stefan Sorensen, 3rd goal of the season. This is looking like a training run for Oldham at the moment. Speaking of players in this team who are getting a lot of game time, Benicuto came to me and said he's not getting a lot of game time. He needs to be playing regularly. So I said, you can have some game time, because I don't want to lose him. He's 28. I thought he was 26, but maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. But yeah, I don't really give him a fair amount of playing time. I don't really want to lose I keep calling him a kid, because I wanted to get 300 games for Oldham, which he should get. But I also just don't want him to leave. I mean, he's here forever. Like, chain him to the desk or something. I don't know where I'm going with that. It sounds weird. Just shut up. And he's Cheju now after the long ball from the Antwerp goalkeeper. Sorensen now. Jose Carlos. Cheju. 3rd goal of the season. He's got 2. He's got 2 in 2. Get in. Just having a look at the bench, actually. The bench is quite stacked with regulars. So not sure who gets... I don't know how many subs we're going to be making. We will see. Benicuto wasn't supposed to play a full game. Beresford, can he score? He can! Mark Beresford scores his 1st goal of the season, and he's that. I'm pretty sure that's his 1st ever goal for Oldham, and it is in a Champions League game. Get in. The academy product. That's what you love to see. And like I said, this is turning into a bit of a training run now as Oldham get their 4th goal. I don't know what this guy's doing, showing off all these tricks with nobody around him. I mean, the only player I'd probably look to take off is Sorensen, because I would need him to be playing the league game, which is in 2 days, mind you, against Southampton. Other than that, everyone else can sort of just be run into the ground. I have got youngster Trent Wagner on the bench, so he could be an option. I don't think he can play on the wing though, which is a problem. He's more of a shadow striker, or an attacking midfielder or a striker. So we might need some, Jose Carlos back of the net. Might need some. It's offside. We might need a bit of, creative shuffling to get him. It's been awarded. There it is. Get in. Who else? Maybe Galvez could get some time. Sensoy is also another one who's not a starter. So we'll keep an eye on them, and that is probably a penalty. Krisic bundling over a Kone there. I mean, we did see one not given the other day, but that one looked pretty clear cut. Pretty clear cut. This is, can Eunice keep his clean sheet? Oh, he can. Oh, and the night just gets worse and worse for Antwerp as conceded 5 and missed a penalty. Well, not missed a penalty. It was a poor penalty. And, yeah. Right. Tactics. Changes. That's what we want, isn't it? Right, so Cheju is looking tired. We can get Sensoy on for either one of them. There goes my phone with an email. Beresford is looking tired. Where can Wagner play? Just really behind everyone. Right. Don't really want to bring on anyone else. So Sensoy is going to come on. We are going to make that change for Cheju, who's got his goal, and Galvez on for Sorensen. And we will bring Wagner on for, I guess we bring Wagner on for Beresford. He's on a 7.7. He's got his goal, and we push Wagner up front. Give a team talk, point a finger, can't make a difference. Trent Wagner is another one of those youth players who have come through our academy. Just remember, name in the game. If you want your name in the game, you just tell me. I like look at Trent Wagner. I will take him. He's got 4-star current ability. 17-year-old Australian English player. He could be good. We'll see. We'll see. But we need all these homegrown club players as we can get, which is why I think I will be looking for a lot of 18-year-olds in the summer. Once again, is there any way that you can say I'm going to look for wonder kids in Football Manager? It doesn't sound weird. Thank God it's just, FM people watching this video. That is a great goal. And you all know what I'm talking about because you've all said weird things like that before. Oh, well, didn't want to pay Eunice his clean sheet bonus anyway, so... Jose Carlos trying to do everything and get a red card there for some reason. Weirdly. Oh, that's a goalkeeping howler. Luckily we scored 5. That was a real goalkeeping error. I mean, if you are going to come out that far, at least get the ball. Kone now. Are Antwerp getting back into this game? Are we capitulating? We had reds, green, high average rating all across the board here. And now after a couple of goals, it has fallen. Benny Couto can't get off at 6.6 though. Even though Jimenez and Fenlon were up over a 7, but the 2 goals have probably hurt them there as Antwerp now on the ball. Oldham have really taken their foot off the gas, and if this is a third, I'm going to be a little bit peeved. He's offside, thank God. Is it? Thank God. 5-3 against Antwerp doesn't look good. 5-2 is borderline. Jose Carlos. Can he get his hat-trick somewhere? Don't know how, but it is Antwerp again with the ball as they go to Seiss. Down this left-hand side, finds Stace. I'm going to try and butcher some names here. Zadem over the top. Stace. Can he put a cross across? Stace Metu. Oh my God. Scored again. What the hell? We've really just taken our foot off the gas here. We've banged in 5 and just gone, yeah, that'll do. And now Kani Chukwuemeka gets an injury, and we are going to have to bring someone on, unfortunately, for a couple of minutes. We will bring on, I guess we'll bring on Bruce Ball and just drop Wagner back. And we've got a free kick here. Guys, this is going to be a 9-goal thriller. Not really thriller, but 9 goals. No, Jose Carlos cannot get it on target. Another highlight. The highlight's just coming thick and fast. Benny Couto is dispossessed, but the ball goes out for throwing. He has done a great game. 6.6. We'd have hoped for a little bit more from him. Maybe he is starting to show that he is out of his depth. But he played well against Real Madrid, so I don't care how out of his depth he is not leaving, ever. Wagner now. That's a poor pass from Trent Wagner. He's 17, what do you expect? What do you expect? Come on, Jose, get that ball. He can't get it. Don't let Antwerp score again. Jesus Christ. Come on, blow the whistle. We are now, thank God, 2.5 minutes over. No, I think it was a good win. I don't want to be too harsh on them. We were away from home as well, so we're up in the third, just behind Juventus on goal difference. Also Leipzig there on 13. I don't know why I'm doing this with the mouse. Newcastle, Bayern, Dortmund, Nice, Real Madrid down on 9 there, and Antwerp tumbling out of the 24 with Inter, Ajax, Napoli as well. We gave them a bit of a thrashing. It was 4-3. It wasn't quite a thrashing. All right, Paul Ross. All right. The problem is going to be Kani Chukwuemeka. Praise Jose Carlos here. 4 to 5 weeks. That is not good. Right, Paul Ross was in him. He's got to see a specialist. Hip injury. 3 months. Do we want to recall him from his loan? Yeah, we're going to record him from his loan. Oh, this is exciting, watching me recall players from loans. Anyway, we are going to end it there, guys. A pretty good episode. 4-2 over top of the table Villa and 5-3 over Antwerp. Still letting in some goals. I'm not 100% sold on Yunus Kocha at the moment. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I just realised we play Arsenal. Do we come back for the Arsenal game? No, that seems too short. We've got an EFL Cup quarter-final against Chelsea. Final Leeds. Oh my God, a double Nottingham Forest. I don't know. It will be somewhere in December because it will come somewhere end of January and we'll roll it back. I'll come back with the next video and yeah, you can watch it. See you guys next time. Bye.